Who are the winners and losers from the Hungarian Grand Prix? Max Verstappen not only won the race, but did so in a dominant fashion yet again to claim Red Bull's 12th consecutive win and make F1 history for the most consecutive wins by a team, a record previously held by McLaren in 1988. This makes Max and Red Bull our first winner, as they continue their incredible season with a rocket ship of a car. Alpine had their worst race in recent memory yesterday, as both cars failed to make it beyond lap 3 of the race after sustaining damage in a turn 1 collision. The teammates Ocon and Gasly crashed into each other as they became skittles after Zhou failed to brake into turn 1. This was their second successive double DNF, and the team from Enstone's poor run of luck recently makes them our first loser. McLaren, on the other hand, are having an amazing turn of form since Silverstone, and yesterday in Hungary, Lando Norris earned his second P2 finish in a row. Oscar Piastri also had a great race, but succumbed to the superior pace of Sergio Perez's Red Bull to finish P5 in the end. The team's upgrades from Austria have turned them into consistently good performers across diverse tracks, and this makes them a winner. While Zhou Guanyu had an impressive qualifying on Saturday, putting him in P5 on the grid, this couldn't prevent a challenging Sunday. Issues at the start that put his car into anti-stall delayed his launch, distracted him into turn 1, and meant he missed his braking point and collided with Daniel Ricciardo, who subsequently hit the two Alpines. This incident earned Zhou a 5-second penalty and 2 penalty points, resulting in a difficult race that ended in P16, putting him among the losers in Hungary. Daniel Ricciardo had an epic comeback to Formula 1 last weekend as he made Q2 in the AlphaTauri for the team's first time in 4 races to start P13 on the grid, which also meant he beat his teammate Yuki Tsunoda. Sunday was tougher for Daniel as he got caught up in the turn 1 incident with Zhou and the two Alpines and was running in last for his first stint. But he made the call to pit for mediums and get into some clean air after a tough stint on the hard, and this transformed his race. Daniel finished where he started in 13th, arguably not a reflection of the work he put in to recover his race. As Yuki finished in P15, this also meant that Daniel won out in the teammate battle over the whole weekend, a clear signal of his intentions with his new opportunity. It's this that makes him a winner from Hungary. Lewis Hamilton's weekend started off tough in practice as he couldn't get the most out of the Mercedes, and said that on Friday the car felt at its worst. But by Saturday, the 7-time world champion had wrangled an epic lap out of the W14 and took his 104th pole position and 9th around the Hungaroring, a new record for the most poles at one circuit for a driver. He and the team went into Sunday optimistic and hoping to convert his 104th pole into his 104th win, but knew that this would be a tough ask with Max Verstappen starting just behind him in P2. As the race began, Lewis was unable to hang on to P1 and lost out not only to Max but also to the two McLarens, and was running in P4 by turn 3. Through the pit stop sequences, he managed to hold on to this and ended the day in 4th, but Mercedes and Lewis's inability to hold on to the top spot through a combination of the car's struggles and tough competition makes them a loser on our list. Arguably the biggest loser from the weekend was one that ended up on the podium, but saw it all come crashing down soon after thanks to Lando Norris. Yes, Max's winning trophy is a bonus loser on our list after it got on the wrong side of one of Lando's famous champagne celebrations and smashed onto the ground. Luckily, Max and Lando saw the funny side in all this, and Red Bull now have a trophy with doubt they'll lose in their ever-growing cabinet. Hungary was a race that was set up to be a classic by an entertaining quali session. While it didn't quite deliver in that way, it was a record and trophy-breaking weekend for some, and a weekend to forget for others. What did you make of it, and who are your winners and losers? Let us know in the comments, like this video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe to Apex for the latest in the F1 world.